Good morning, everyone. Here we have a Holden Calais. It has the 5.7 litre Gen 3 LS1 engine. You'll be able to hear it. And we have an indicated, if I can zoom in enough, aha, 232,826 kilometres on the digital odometer. So let's get some life support happening. And we will start building from the cat's back in 2.5 inch collected into 3 inch using mandrel, and it will be bigger, deeper, but not over the top. Really big turtle cover on top of these, and of course welding, we have the protection required for short circuit welding, aka spike protector. Right, up we go. With a little bit of self-promotion, let's hit that like, comment and subscribe button. We will go up, going up. A 6.5 ton hoist is not a rapid thing. Okay, all up in the air. Now we'll bring it down for safety. Hard locked. Really important when you're working on vehicles, if you've got a safety, such as the ladder racks, make sure you've got the weight on them. Cables are not meant to hold cars up in the air or trucks up in the air forever. They're to lift and to lower. The little locking device is what makes it safe. Now it's up in the air, you can see that it really did need to have work done on it, like even welding tips together. Not brilliant. Getting some rust holes in it, but way small. Now this is a 5.7 litre engine. And look at the crush in that. That would be flat out being 45 millimetres. Okay, we're not going to have a muffler over here. This is where it's coming. So we're going to be building from here, back into a bigger single, all the way through, under, and the main silencer will be in here. We'll give it a bit of a sound test on the way, and it will all be honky-dory. So what do? Step one, strip it down. As you can see, young Mr. Grasshopper is up there cleaning the rear plates. It's important to get all of the old gasket material off, because gaskets have to clamp flat, plate against plate. We'll have a bit of a look up in those catalytic converters shortly, but I don't want to interrupt what he's doing, and you can have a look with me. Righto, here we are inside the left-hand catalytic converter. It's perfect. Let's have a look at the other one. Yeah, I had to jury-rig the camera because I dropped it and broke it before. Okay. Oh, look at that one. Also perfect. Alright, out we come. There we go. And that's what broke it last time. I swung down and hit the ground. But I found it was only the glass cover. So I just got rid of the glass cover and all of a sudden I could use it again. Not ideal, but it seems to work. Right, so we have commenced with making the front with some mandrel bends here and slight extensions to bring this to where I want it. They've been tack welded together in there and around the sides, but not fully welded yet. We've then gone ahead and made the next section. It goes all through here, and that is tacked together, and now over there on the bench for welding. Because if I need to come back up inside here for any welding, then I can do it. Once I weld the other pipe on, I can't. Let's have a look at this other we'll call it the mid resonator section. This comes from the collector into the front resonator. Right, that is 409 grade stainless steel in 3 inch. Got the resonator, which is straight through, but loads of fiberglass. Another short section, mandrel, and part of a quick release kit. If you do these, there's a little male part there and there's a female on the other. I won't explain why, apart to say that this seals better if it's inside the other pipe with the gases going that way. If you do it the other way, well, you've got more of a chance of things going wrong. Alright, so this will now be welded together. The front part will now be welded. Now we're going to line it all up, put it together, mount it, and then continue to the rear. This is why making things custom is a bit of a jigsaw. You've got to have a plan, and you're thinking 2 or 3 steps ahead every time. But do it right once. Don't do it half right 30 times. It's not a good look. Ugh. As I've mentioned a few times, trial and error. Give it a listen. Maybe put something else on. Give it a listen. Make a decision and make it work. There we are, all completed now to customer specs. We have the 409 grade stainless steel rear barrel, 16 inches long, made in Sydney, those ones. We have the quick release stainless single coupling, and that's halfway between up and down, if you like, so it's not going to get in the way of anything. And it's all fitted nicely with the bolt up there, the nut, so nothing's going to be dragging down here. Heaps of clearance to everything, including the control arm adjuster. Mounts made for it. Twin wall AC mesh front barrel. More stainless pipework through here. There's a collector, of course, and 2.5 inch mandrel inlets. New plates. We already know the inside of the cats there, and they are fine. Lovely height. Alright, we're looking for a bit of a subdued growl without being nasty. And let me see. Would you like to have a bit of a listen now? Okay, hang on. Drop it down and give you a listen. Well, that's a little bit different to the system that was on it. It's got that nice refined sound about it. And there's the shamozzle that came off it, complete with crushed pipework there. Torpedoes have been jammed up inside the front pipes and welded. And how's that for quality and no restriction? Everything handmade at 290 Albert Street in Maryborough. Calais. They were nice. Please comment, like, share. Ever had a Calais? GEN3. What do you think of the sound between those and the old 308s? I know what I prefer. Firing orders are different. They're all very, very, very different. Alright, bye for now.